YouTube, welcome back to the channel for today's vlog. It is 5:30 a.m. right now and I'm just about to get started with my day. Today is a travel day. I am going from Gran Canaria to, wait for it, Cape Town. Cape Town is my favourite place in the world, so I'm going to be settling there for the rest of the year. And whilst I'm there, I'm going to be looking at maybe if I can, trying to make it a long-term thing. Not this time round, but maybe next year onwards. Today is, pretty hectic. I've picked up a couple of injuries running, unfortunately. So I'm going to be doing some bike work in the gym. Coming home, I've got a call with my new mentor, who's going to help me with Built to Thrive. I've got some client work to do, got some work on my new school platform to do, the next level that I'm introducing for clients. And then it's time to get my ass packed and then to the airport. Question for you, when you're going on holiday, do you pack like days in advance or is it like an hour before type of thing? Hour before type of thing here. So got work to do, but always here for it. Peace. I'll speak to you in a bit. I know what you're thinking. This isn't carrots, nuts and olive oil. Changed my approach a little bit for my nutrition, and I'll explain why a little bit later on in this video. I haven't got time today to explain it, so it'll probably come as an add-on at the end. But I'm trialing something based on a little bit of research that I've been doing, and so far it's going great. So I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share it with my clients, and if you want to do it, you can give it a shot. But the oranges in Spain, man. Oh, magnifique. Too hot. Far too hot. Time to go do some pedaling. Should be running right now. It is what it is. Lighting is awful here. Let's go. The last session in what's probably the best gym I have ever been in my life. It's been an absolute pleasure training here, and if you ever go to Gran Canaria, I highly recommend Las Puerto Gym Box Puerto. Absolutely incredible. The people here are fantastic. The equipment is unbelievable. I'm finishing it off doing some bike intervals. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. This is the gym. And this is just the CrossFit area. And the Hyrox area. And then in here, in the Musculon, probably one of the best well-equipped gyms that you will ever come across in your life. Unbelievable. And then in here, boxing. If you're like me and you absolutely hate airport food and you're a single ingredient guy, and you're like, right, I'm gonna get to airport, I'll get some fruit, I'll get some lean meat, and I'll get a salad. And you get there and you're like, this is just not the thing. This is just not the one. You need to do some prep in advance. A lot of people don't know. You actually can take food through customs. So what I've been doing, and you might say I'm sad for this or not, to be honest, I don't really care. But what I've been doing I've been meal prepping. So on a long haul flight from Gran Canaria to Cape Town, I'm going to be missing tonight's evening meal, tomorrow's breakfast and tomorrow lunch, because it's like 18 hours of travel. So instead of having crap airport food, I have meal prepped the meals that I would usually have. So obviously it doesn't look too appetizing because it's just been in the fridge, but chicken, rice, mushrooms, chicken, rice, green beans, chicken, rice, beetroot. There's literally no excuse not to eat healthy when you're in an airport. Eating healthy or not eating healthy is your choice. It's nobody else's choice. You've got a choice to eat healthy in the airport if you want to. And that's what I want to do. So I'm going to put them in some Ziploc bags. I'm going to cover them in some parchment paper first, so the plastic from the Ziploc bags doesn't get all on my food. And then I've got my food then set for 24 hours of travel, which is absolutely ace. Top tips with Josh. How good is that? I'm so proud of that. Now, back in the fridge for when I have to leave. There we go. How good. The Last Supper at this desk. It'd be odd if I didn't share it with you, right? You know I'll have bloody chicken, got some leftover mussels as well because I run out of chicken, sweet potato and some orange. And that's me emptying the fridge. As you know, if I would have had some beetroot, there would have been beetroot in this meal as well because it's my lunchtime meal. And I'm always the same, everything's always boring. But yeah, that's it. So 6 weeks in Gran Canaria is a wrap. It's been nice, it's been good. I think one thing I've realised is that when I go abroad to a foreign country who don't speak English, I can try my hardest to learn the language, but I'm never going to learn it in the time that I've got available. So you can always feel a little bit, maybe alone, not lonely, but alone for sure, with just the trouble to have a decent conversation with somebody. So I'm really looking forward to get over to Cape Town because that barrier's not there. They speak English, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting over there. So I'm going to be over there until Christmas, and then I will go back to the UK, and then I'll probably go back to Cape Town January, February, March for 3 months of the year, and then who knows after that. But yeah, that's me. Another place ticked off. If you've got any questions about Gran Canaria, drop them in the comments below. More than happy to help answer any questions that you may have. In summary, I'll probably give it a 7 or an 8 out. A 7 out of 10 is fair. Great gym, poor coffee. Weather's been good. Food's been great that I've had as well when I've eaten out. But I'm ready to move on to the next place now. Guys, this isn't Cape Town. Oh, this is not Cape Town. This is Madrid. My flight from, oh God, my flight from Gran Canaria to Madrid was very, very late. And then I was sat on the tarmac for 30 minutes afterwards once it had replied. It's 1 a.m. now. I am absolutely shattered. Once it had arrived, I was sat on the tarmac, so my flight to Cape Town just flew off without me. So I am now in a very budget hotel, which Air Europa have paid for, which I'm incredibly grateful for, bless them. And then I'm up in literally 2.5 hours time to get a flight to Amsterdam to then go from Amsterdam to Cape Town. So instead of getting to Cape Town for like 2 p.m, I'm getting there for like 10 p.m. So a little bit behind schedule, but what a blessing. What a problem to have, eh? What a problem to have. So yeah, I'm going to try get some sleep, I guess. What a time to be alive. So funny. People ask me why I love Cape Town. Let me show you why.
Hello.
That right there is one of the reasons why I love Cape Town. Honestly, it's absolutely incredible. I love it. And I'd love to make this a long-term thing. Keep your eyes peeled. Hello, welcome to Cape Town. Oh wow, what a bloody hectic couple of days of travel, but what a blessing all at the same time, right? I'm very, very fortunate that I'm able to put myself in such a position where flights are cancelled on me. I'm late for flights, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm incredibly grateful to be in this spot, and I'm incredibly grateful to be here. The minute that I got here, went for a walk, had a look around, I was just like, this is it. For me, this is it. And I spoke earlier in the video about just like the language barrier and stuff like that I'm experiencing in Spain. And, you know, it's just so nice to come here and talk to people, go to coffee shops, stand there for 5, 10, 20 minutes, talk to people. Doorman downstairs, I'm talking to them. I was speaking to Albert last night on the door for probably about an hour, just about life and, you know, his upbringing and stuff like that. And it's absolutely incredible. And I do really, really love it here. So I'm looking forward to the next 90 days. I just thought, whilst I'm actually having my breakfast, so I'd explain what I mentioned earlier on in the video. So I used to have a high fat breakfast, right? And nothing wrong with that, but I just wanted to place most of my fats just earlier on in the day. What I found was nothing really. Like, I didn't feel great for it, I didn't feel bad for it, but I listened to a podcast the other day and they were talking about boosting your metabolism. And I know that's like a taboo phrase, oh, boost your metabolism. But it's right, if you have a metabolism that's firing, fat loss will be easier for you. And lasting energy throughout the day will be easier for you. So when most people skip breakfast or fast, they're down-regulating their metabolism, which is terrible for fat loss. You want your body to be a fat-burning machine, right? You want to be eating lots of carbohydrates and burning through them like that, which shows that your body's primed, it's ready to go. You know, it's ready to lose fat, it's ready to build muscle, it's ready to perform like a savage. So I've switched my entire approach up. I'm basing most of my fats later in the day with very little carbohydrate, and I'm putting all my carbohydrates at the front of the day. So I go carb, train, carb, fats, in terms of 5 meal structures over the course of the day. So I've got orange, grapefruit, banana, have a whey protein shake, and I've got a coffee, and that's my breakfast. Now, I appreciate that not everybody will be able to consume 4,000 calories per day like I am at the moment, but my training's really heavy. But if you've got lots of, if you've got 2,000 calories, say, spaced over the course of the day, instead of putting them at the end of the day, bring those carbohydrates earlier in the day and just see if this works for you. What I found so far, literally not changing calorie content, but just changing the order the order of which I'm having my food, which is known as, I guess, carbohydrate cycling, is that my training's been better. My work block first thing in the morning has been more focused and I felt more energized, and my digestion's improved as well. So things to think about. If anybody has any questions on this, please do let me know. But this is something that I'm playing with, and so far it works well. So in summary, if you want to boost your metabolism, if you want to be or feel like you've got more lasting energy throughout the day, I'd give this a try. And do not skip breakfast. Do not fast, because it's fucking terrible for you. But yeah, I'm here. I'm in Cape Town. What a blessing. Catch you later.